10 examples of what gaslighting sounds like. Have you ever experienced a situation where someone's words made you pause and question your sanity? If this has happened to you and caused you to doubt your memories and perception of reality, then you may have been a victim of gaslighting. This term, frequently used by the media today, originated from Patrick Hamilton's 1939 play Gaslight, where a husband psychologically manipulates his wife. Gaslighting is a form of emotional abuse that causes the victim to doubt their memory, truth, or perspective. This type of maltreatment is insidious and can have lasting effects. Gaslighting is a tactic that directly targets an individual's self-confidence, slowly chipping away at it until they begin to question the authenticity of their thoughts, feelings, and perceptions. This also diminishes the victim's ability and desire to confront their abuser, as the abuser consistently moves the goalposts to make the victim's arguments work against them. Over time, this creates a sense of dread and uncertainty that leaves the victim feeling powerless and easily swayed to comply with their abuser's demands. They give up any form of resistance and become mere pawns in the manipulator's game. The video provides 10 examples of gaslighting language to help you recognize and protect yourself from this harmful behavior. 1. It is all your fault that I do the things that I do. Gaslighters often respond with statements like this when confronted with their behavior. This puts the victim on the spot and makes them question their own actions, while the gaslighter refuses to take responsibility for their own wrongdoing. In some cases, the victim may even apologize for things that aren't their fault in order to reach a resolution. If you constantly feel like you're making mistakes, even when you're trying your best, it could be a sign that you're being gaslighted. The abuser wants you to feel this way so that they can maintain control over the relationship and make you believe that they are doing you a favor by being with you. Although gaslighting can occur in any type of relationship, it is most commonly found in romantic relationships. It can be difficult for victims to recognize that they are being gaslighted, which makes it even harder for them to leave an abusive relationship. 2. You are too sensitive. When you're being gaslighted, it can be confusing and you may start to question whether you're overreacting. The abuser will deny the situation and insist that you're making it up, causing you to doubt your own perspective and withdraw emotionally. Their objective is to make you feel silly for defending yourself and undermine your self-confidence. They may end the discussion and accuse you of being too emotional to handle it. If you find yourself feeling like you can't discuss relationship problems without your partner accusing you of being too sensitive, it's possible that you're being gaslighted. 3. What did I do to you? If someone genuinely asks you this, they may be unaware of their actions. However, when someone is gaslighting you, they are fully aware of the harm they've caused and are pretending not to know. By presenting the issue defensively, they deny their responsibility and force you to question yourself. The gaslighter never takes accountability for their actions, even though they know what they've done. They want to make you feel guilty for their actions. Gaslighters will often find ways to blame you for something that you had no involvement in, yet they make you feel responsible. This is a typical example of gaslighting. 4. The problem is not with everyone, the problem is with you. Gaslighters use these types of statements to deflect the conversation and place the blame on the victim. This is commonly known as victim blaming, where the gaslighter makes comments that make the victim feel like they are the problem, even if they have been bullied or abused. This can cause you to lose faith in your own abilities. Gaslighters avoid acknowledging their own harmful actions and instead manipulate you into thinking that you are the problem. By blaming their partner for everything, they elevate their own viewpoint above all else. 5. "I have no memory of saying it, I believe you made that up." The gaslighter frequently uses this phrase to intentionally make you question your own experiences, actions, and thoughts and redirect the focus away from themselves. Even if they remember everything, they will not acknowledge it and instead attribute it to your anxiety or forgetfulness. When confronted, gaslighters often deny any wrongdoing and shift the blame onto the victim. This is an attempt to rationalize their own inappropriate behavior rather than holding themselves accountable. If you are finding this video informative, remember to subscribe to the channel for more illuminating psychology videos at no cost. You will only become smarter. 6. You're insane, and others believe the same thing. Gaslighters not only aim to sow seeds of doubt in their victims but also make them question their mental state. They may go to the extent of convincing the victim's friends and family that they are mentally unstable, further weakening their claims of abuse. This tactic effectively isolates the victim from the support they need to leave the abusive relationship. The phenomenon is most commonly observed in romantic relationships between men and women, where the man is gaslighting the woman. This may be attributed to the societal stereotype that women are more emotional and less rational than men. 7. I'm sorry you feel that way. When an individual harms you and apologizes in this way, it is not a sincere apology but a tactic to shift blame onto you. Rather than taking responsibility for their actions and how they have made you feel, they express regret that you feel that way. Even though this may appear to be an admission of guilt, it is not. This is how an abuser may avoid taking accountability for their actions and instead place the blame on the victim. This type of apology can make you doubt your own judgment and question if you overreacted, potentially leading you to accept the abuser's version of events. 8. It is all your fault. Gaslighters avoid taking responsibility for their actions and instead direct blame towards others. This can result in a never-ending cycle of accusations where you are made to feel guilty for something that is not your fault. In some cases, you may even apologize for things you are not responsible for, just to make peace with the gaslighter. Over time, it can become easier to accept guilt and apologize as you may be too exhausted to argue with them. This can have a severe impact on your self-esteem and lead to further suffering for the victim. 9. Nobody except me will ever love you. One way to isolate the victim in domestic violence situations is through gaslighting, which distorts reality and removes the victim's loved ones who could serve as a reality check and challenge the abuser's false narrative. For example, a boyfriend might forbid his girlfriend from attending events like Ladies' Night Out, citing false claims that her friends hate him and talk behind her back. He may also manipulate her phone by deleting calls and messages from her friends as proof that they don't care for her, and he is the only one who genuinely loves her. The goal of the gaslighter is not to be a significant connection in the victim's life, but to become their sole relationship. 10. It's not that of a big deal. Gaslighters tend to downplay the impact of things on you, making you feel like you're overreacting even when you're just expressing valid concerns and emotions. This can erode your confidence in discussing your feelings and ideas with them, leading to a growing sense of isolation. They may label you as defensive, irrational, or overly sensitive, and redirect the conversation to portray you as the aggressor. It's important to note that experiencing or using such language doesn't necessarily mean you're being gaslit or gaslighting others. Gaslighting is a deliberate tactic where the gaslighter knows what they're doing and saying. It can occur not only in romantic relationships, but also within families or workplaces. Seeking counseling and support is highly recommended if you suspect you are a victim of gaslighting. If you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to like, subscribe and turn on the notification bell, so you don't miss any new tips. Let us know your thoughts about this video in the comments section down below, and feel free to stay safe and enjoy. Also make sure to check out our next highlighted video, and we will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.